Good morning, students. In this class, we are going to revise various topics related to chapter 5 that already explained in the previous classes. Now, see one by one the various topics. Okay. So, first one that is already explained, what is inheritance. Inheritance. Okay. Also known as heredity. Okay, the process by which similar characters transmitted from parents to their offspring is known as inheritance or heredity. Okay, once again, what is inheritance or heredity? The process by which similar characters transmitted from parents to their offspring is known as heredity or inheritance. Let's see second one, variation. Variation is defined as the occurrence of differences among the individuals of a population is known as variation. Due to variation, there are different number of members found within the same population. When you will see the humans, you cannot find most of them are different from each other due to the process of variation. Now third one, let's see what is genetics. The branch of biology which deals the study of inheritance and variation is known as genetics. Once again, what is genetics? The branch of biology which deals the study of inheritance and variation is known as genetics. Okay, and the term genetics was coined by William Watson. The term genetics was coined by William Watson. Okay, and Gregor John Mendel regarded as father of genetics because he was done a lots of experiment on the pea plant and given law of inheritance. That's why Gregor John Mendel, also known as the father of genetics. Okay, let's see what is gene and what is allele. Try to revise well each and every topic. Okay, so what is gene? Gene. When you will see the structure of chromosome, you will find that gene in this by the chromosome you can understand what is gene, what is locus, and what is allele. Allele also known as allelomere. Okay, let's see what is gene. When you will see a particular chromosome, you will find that the small segments of the chromosome contains the specific small segments of the chromosome. Okay, that responsible for the particular character. Okay, suppose that this is a small segment represented by A. This is small segment represented by A. And this is small segment represented by capital B. This is represented by small b. Suppose that. Okay, so the small segment, or you can say a segment of DNA because chromosome made up of DNA. Okay, so what is gene? A small segment of DNA which is responsible for a particular character or trait known as gene. For example, this capital A gene responsible for height. Okay, this B responsible for color. Okay, for height, Mendel giving the capital T in place of capital A. So what is gene? A small segment of DNA that controls a particular trait or character known as gene. Okay, and the specific position of the genes on the chromosome known as locus. So these points represents loci, the locus, and the plural of locus is known as loci, L-O-C-I. So what is locus? The specific positions of the genes on the chromosome known as locus, and plural is known as loci. Okay, this orange one and yellow one represents the loci. Okay, locus, this capital A and capital B represents the gene. Now what is allele? Genes never found alone, it always found in the pair. The alternative forms of a same gene is known as allele. Same gene or different gene is known as allele. For example, this capital A pair represents allele. This capital B and small b also represent allele. Okay, so what is allele? The alternative forms of a gene that present on chromosome known as allele. Allele is the pair of gene that present on the chromosome. Okay. Now let's see what is homozygous, what is heterozygous. Homozygous. Homozygous. When both genes or we can say both the alleles are same for a character in an individual, known as homozygous. For example, for height, it is capital T, capital T. For example, for tall and for dwarf, it is small t. So this is known as homozygous. Suppose that a plant having genotype capital T, capital T, it is small t. This condition is known as homozygous because both alleles, both genes, or you can say alleles, are same for a character. Let's see what is heterozygous. Heterozygous. What is heterozygous? When both genes are alleles different for a character, known as heterozygous. For example, capital T, small t. So when both alleles are same for a character, or you can say genes same for a character, known as homozygous. And when both alleles are genes different for a character, known as heterozygous. Here capital T and small t homozygous, whereas capital T small t is heterozygous. Let's see what is phenotype, what is genotype. What is phenotype and what is genotype? Phenotype may be defined as the morphological, or you can say the external appearance of an organism, known as phenotype. For example, you can see a tall plant. So external appearance of the plant is tall. So this is the morphological appearance, and this tallness due to presence of the gene, this capital T and capital T, or you can say capital T or small t. So what is phenotype? The morphological or external appearance of an organism is known as phenotype. For example, height. For example, tall, dwarf, red, round. These are phenotype. And what is genotype? Genotype can be defined as the genetic constitution of an organism is known as genotype. For example, for tall, the genotype is capital T and capital T. For example, for dwarf, the genotype is small t. For example, for red color, the genotype is capital R and capital R. For example, for violet color, genotype will be capital B and capital V. So these are the genotypes. Once again, what is phenotype? The morphological or external appearance of an organism is known as phenotype, whereas the genetic constitution of an organism is known as genotype. Genotype means the genotypes can be represented by three forms, either both in the capital letter, or both in the small letter, or one capital and other small. Okay. Let's see what is character and what is trait. What is character and what is trait? What is character? See, character. The feature of an individual which can be inherited, which cannot inherited, known as character. What is character? The feature of an individual which cannot be inherited, known as character. For example, height. For example, color. Okay. For example, shape. So these are the character, and the alternative forms of a character is known as trait. For example, Mendelssohn the trait alternative form of the height is tall and dwarf. So this height is the character because height not inherited. Tall and dwarf inherited from one to the next generation. For example, color. Mendel seen in the pea plant violet and white. Violet and white. So again, color is the character, whereas violet and white is the trait. For example, Mendel seen shape. There are two shapes of the seed found in the pea plant, that is round and wrinkled. Round and wrinkled. So once again, what is character? The feature of an individual which cannot be inherited from one to the next generation, known as character, whereas the alternative forms of a character is known as the trait. For example, height is the character, whereas tall and dwarf is the trait. For example, color is the character, whereas violet and white is the trait. For example, shape is the character, whereas round and wrinkled is the trait. Okay? So Mendel seen total 7 traits found in the pea plant. So you can see the 7 traits seen by Mendel in the pea plant. So you can make also the total. You can make the table. So here you can write serial number, then character. Okay. Then there are two types of trait, you know, dominant trait and recessive trait. What is dominant trait? The trait which is able to express in both homozygous and heterozygous condition, known as dominant trait. And the trait which is able to express only in homozygous condition, known as recessive trait. So recessive trait. Okay, a recessive trait. You can see serial number 1. Suppose that the character is height. Mendel seen the pea plant height, and the dominant trait was tall, and the recessive trait was dwarf. Okay, let's see second one. Color, height. Then you can see position of the height, position of the flower. Position of flower. It is axial was the dominant and terminal was the recessive. Okay, third one, flower position. Okay. And then height, position of flower. Okay, flower color. Mendel was seen the dominant trait was violet. The violet was the dominant trait, whereas the white was the recessive trait in the pea plant on that time. Fourth one, that is seed shape. Seed shape. So seed shape dominant trait is round and recessive trait is wrinkled. Okay. Next one, seed color. Seed color was yellow and green. Yellow and green. So yellow was the dominant, green was the recessive. Next, sixth one, pod shape. Pod is the fruit of pea plant. Pod shape. Pod shape, he was seen implanted. Implanted and recessive was constricted. There are two varieties of pea available in the market, that is implanted and constricted. And last one, that is pod color. So pod color was green and yellow. So these are the 7 pair of traits seen by Mendel in the pea plant. And listen carefully. Out of 7 pairs, Mendel was taken the height. He was given for height. He taken example and he was given law of dominance and law of segregation. Whereas he was taken seed shape and seed color and given the law of independent assortment. Okay. Let's see next one, cross and various types of cross. Cross and various types of cross. The method of reproduction in the organism is known as cross. You can say the mating of two parents leading to the formation of gametes known as cross. and there are different types of cross. You can see first one is monohybrid cross. Monohybrid cross. Okay. Second one dihybrid cross. Third one trihybrid cross. Fourth one test cross. Fifth one back cross. And the last one you can see reciprocal cross. This cross topic is very important. Reciprocal cross. Okay. So let's see one by one. What is monohybrid cross? The cross in which only one character considered during the breeding experiment. For example, height of the plant, tall and dwarf. Known as mono. Mono means one. Okay, so when only one pair of character considered during the breeding experiment by the plant breeder, known as monohybrid cross. Mendel was given monohybrid cross and he was given the law of dominance and law of segregation by taking example of height of the plant, tall and dwarf. Next, see dihybrid cross. This dihybrid cross found in the Mendel's third law, that is law of independent assortment. He was checking when the cross in which two pairs of characters considered during the breeding experiment by the plant breeder, known as dihybrid cross. Example is Mendel's law of independent assortment. Next one, trihybrid cross. The cross in which three pairs of characters considered during the breeding experiment by the plant breeder, known as trihybrid cross. What is test cross? The cross in which unknown dominant phenotype. The cross in which dominant phenotype. The cross in which dominant phenotype, I can say unknown genotype. Unknown genotype. Okay, crossed with recessive parent, known as test cross. Once again, what is test cross? The cross in which dominant phenotype or unknown genotype crossed with recessive parent, known as test cross. For example, suppose that we will take height of the plant. So dominant unknown genotype, dominant phenotypes are two, capital T or capital T small t, crossed with the recessive plant small t. So see, these are the unknown genotypes, or you can say dominant phenotypes. You know, when both capital letter, then plant is tall. Again, when one capital, one is small, plant is tall. So these are the dominant phenotypes. You can say unknown genotypes. When this dominant phenotype, or you can say unknown genotype, crossed with recessive parent, such type of cross is known as test cross. This cross used to find out the unknown genotype in homozygous form or heterozygous form. When homozygous form, all plants are dominant in the first generation. When heterozygous form, 50% dominant and 50% recessive. Let's see next one. What is back cross? The cross in which the first generation progeny, you can say hybrid. The cross in which first generation progeny crossed with any of the parent. Crossed with any of the parent. You know, for height there are two parents, capital T or small t. And the F1, you know, capital T small t, hybrid. So when F1 hybrid crossed with any other parent in homozygous condition, such type of cross is known as back cross. Once again, what is back cross? The cross in which the F1 progeny crossed with any other parent in homozygous condition, such type of cross is known as back cross. Okay, let's see what is reciprocal cross. Reciprocal cross may be defined as a set of two crosses with reverse sexes. A set of two crosses with reverse sexes is known as reciprocal cross. For example, in the case 1, the capital T plant and small t. In the case 1, this capital T is male and small t is the female. In the case 2, okay, this capital T is female and this small t is male. Such type of cross is cross. Once again, what is reciprocal cross? The cross in which, or you can say, a set of two crosses in which with reverse sexes is known as reciprocal cross. See, the sexes are reversed. In the first case, first one is male, other is female. In the second case, first one is female, other is male. So there are reverse sexes. This is known as reciprocal cross. Let's see next one. What is hybrid and what is hybridization? So what is hybridization? The method of crossing between the genetically two different plants is known as hybridization. The method of crossing between genetically two different plants is known as hybridization. You can say genetically means difference means what? They have different genotypes. For example, tall plant crossed with dwarf plant. Tall plant having genotype capital T crossed with dwarf plant small t. This is known as hybridization. Okay? And this plant will produce gamete capital T. This plant will produce gamete small t. And finally it will give the first generation progeny, that is capital T small t. So what is hybridization? The method of crossing between genetically two different plants is known as hybridization, and the plants that are produced after hybridization known as hybrids is known as hybrids. Once again, what is hybridization? The method of crossing between two genetically different plants is known as hybridization. Okay, and the various plants that are produced after hybridization known as hybrids. Here capital T small t plants are hybrids because they are produced after the process of hybridization. Okay, so these are the basic terms that I have explained. Let's see some more basic terms. If anyone left, I will explain. Okay. Selfing. Only one remain. What is selfing? Selfing. The method of cross. The method of cross between the ions. The method of cross between the ions belongs to same generation. Belongs to same generation, known as selfing. For example, capital T, capital small t plant crossed with capital T small t plant. These belongs to same generation. In case of hybridization, the genotype of the plants are different, but in case of selfing, okay, genotypes of the plants are same. So this is the basic difference between the hybridization and selfing. Once again, what is hybridization? In case of hybridization, the method of crossing between you can say genetically two different plants is known as hybridization. Okay, whereas in case of selfing, the genotypes are same. So these are the basic terms that I have explained in the previous classes. Okay, and next class we will continue the topics. Thank you.